Stage 3 did some damage. Sainz and de Villiers will not be winning this year's Dakar. Peter Hansel climbed 10 places to third by winning the stage.
The stage sorted a few things out. It was a serious stage.
Al Attiyah reclaimed the overall lead.
We are leading now, just we need to put some strategy, you know.
Al Rajhi came through some scares to go second in the overall standings.
My country is dunes and we know how do it very well, and we try to do better more in the next week.
I'm a bit disappointed. All the hopes of winning the rally have gone. We had an issue with our road book and we were 3 meters off the right track, and that was fatal. The long liaison drive to the bivouac in Arequipa gave the defending champion plenty of time to reflect on his misfortune. Another major contender, Janil de Villiers, lost a similar amount of time. The South African broke the engine mounting. 60 kilometers later, he realized the problems were growing still further.
But then the oil filter broke, and then we lost all the oil, and it was a big nightmare to try to get that repaired again. So we lost like 4.5 hours or so.
And Toyota's woes continued on stage 4. Bernhard ten Brinker stood 7th in the standings after 3 stages. On the marathon stage, the Dutchman found trouble early. After losing more than 4.5 hours on stage 3, de Villiers' role is to help his teammates. On this marathon stage, there is no assistance, and the drivers need to aid each other.
After 15Ks we hit a small rock on the tire with a flat tire, but not hard, and after 40-50Ks we turning in this corner and completely everything was gone. I think wrong rock on the wrong place, but not here. It was already in the beginning, but not a big impact. But
Jakub Brzezinski has been Mr. Consistent throughout this year's Dakar. 5th overall entering the marathon stage, the Pole ran strongly on stage 4, boosting his prospects of improving on last year's 5th placed finish. A mini driver, a maxi talent. After navigational problems cost Sébastien Loeb more than half an hour on stage 3, the Frenchman hit trouble late in the marathon stage. Nani Roma outshone his fellow 4x4 mini driver Yazid Al Rajhi. The 2014 champion Roma is in the mix for a podium finish. At the top of the standings, are we heading towards an epic battle between Stefan Peter Hansel and Nasser Al Attiyah? Al Attiyah just that little bit better on the day. The finishing positions from the previous stage reversed. It's a marathon stage, so we took it smoothly. Yesterday already we were far behind in the standings, and we can't ask for too much too early. We were controlled and didn't drive at 100%. I honestly believe Nasser was quicker on the day. Despite suffering with a sore throat, overnight leader Al Attiyah was still able to put in a great stage. Now all Toyota's eggs are in the Al Attiyah basket. The final margin 1 minute and 52 seconds, Brzezinski 3rd, Roma 4th, Al Rajhi 5th as Loeb fell away. Al Attiyah's overall advantage over Peter Hansel now stands at 8 minutes and 55 seconds, with Roma in 3rd place.
Onto the side-by-sides and a day to forget for Chaleco Lopez. Leading by 3 minutes overnight, the Chilean lost over an hour in the first special alone. Casey Curry also ran into a spot of bother early in the second part of the stage. Like Lopez, the American set to slide down the standings. But his Monster Energy Can-Am teammate Gerard Fares is motoring along very nicely. The Spaniard around 12 minutes off the pace in the latter stages and not far behind Reinaldo Varela. But But the stage victory looks set to go to Sergei Karyakin, who's bidding for his second Dakar win after the quads in 2017. The Russian leading the way at the final checkpoint, testing the pace of his BRP Maverick against the Toyota of Janil de Villiers.
Robbie Gordon's return to the Dakar in a texture on UTV has been rather rough.
A little bit of a driver mistake yesterday. Went over a rise and landed on a rock. And when I landed on the rock, it cracked the rear differential. We were able to change it out. It took us many hours, but once we got it changed out, we finished the special. And we have about 20 minutes before we have to leave today.
Daniel Saskin had a stage 3 to forget on his Dakar return.
100 kilometers before the end, we had a gearbox problem. We had to almost wreck half of the car away to try to repair it. We repaired it and we managed to come here. Now we had a problem with the temperature. I don't know what's going on. The car is falling apart, but we're still going.
On his Dakar debut, Israeli G. Motskin has suffered all sorts of upsets in the dunes of Peru.
Soft sand, I crashed at some point and a car ran over my bike, so I didn't have one ICO, which was okay. I could still navigate and follow some people, but just tough terrain, and but it is what it is. This is the Dakar, so I guess I should be ready for that.
Overnight leader Eduard Nikolaev came to a standstill a mere 27 kilometers into the marathon stage. The Kamaz man lost about 15 minutes there and then before clawing some time back. The double defending champion had also dropped time on stage 3 after dominating the first 2 stages of Dakar 2019. Second overall coming into Thursday's action, Nikolaev's fellow former champion Dmitry Sotnikov, also of Kamaz, also lost time. Federico Viagra has never won the Dakar, but the Argentinian is definitely a contender in Peru. The Argentinian lost his victory chances in 2018 when forced to abandon late in the day. Outshining his team boss Gerard de Roy, Viagra is the main challenger to the Kamaz. 2015 champion Arat Mardiev is too far back to challenge, having begun stage 4 almost 2 hours off the pace. The Kamaz driver did enjoy a better day here though. Andrei Karginov followed up winning stage 3 with another excellent drive. The 2014 champion right in the overall mix. Yet to turn 30, Martin Maciek is an up-and-coming truck star. It might be too soon for Maciek to become the first Czech champion since Karel Lowprice in 2001, but competing for big shot racing that he created with his father Martin Sr., Maciek was the quickest on the day.
Also jetzt nicht, aber für die Zukunft, wenn du rechts zur Seite gehst. Zieh rüber.
What can we hear? The day is starting really well. It's the turbo again.
It's right there. The waypoint's right there.
Yeah, but we have it.
I have. Okay, help me turn it around. No.
Tomorrow is the second part of the marathon stage with a long, tiring special, a real question of survival before a well-deserved rest day on Saturday. Tacna, where the cars, trucks and side-by-sides have set up camp, is only 35 kilometers from the Chilean border. Many of the streets in this commercially active city are named after heroes of Peru's struggle for independence. Among the major monuments, a neo-Renaissance cathedral. The bikes are in Moquegua, a place whose economy is largely based on mining. Resources here include copper, silver and gold. The main square, Plaza de Armas, was designed by Gustave Eiffel, the man behind Paris's Eiffel Tower. But there's no time for the competitors to stop and admire things, as they're right back into the fray tomorrow.